thank you for coming and taking your time off to listen to my lecture. My name is Khalid Al-Haji. I am a student at UCU. I am doing Master and PhD in the Secretary of Sales Geography, and my major is Geographical Information System. It's kind of about a project, programming project to make a map for the globe. And why I choose this lecture? Because I came here in 2004 and I did not speak English. Just the one question they asked me a lot about Australia. They asked me about what's the relationship between Saudi and Australia. Why you choose Australia? Because we hear a lot of Saudi students, they go to America, they go to India. But why you choose Australia? I can't answer anything because my English is poor and I am not able to answer all questions. But I keep my mind and I research a lot and I read about it. Actually, at the same time, I didn't find the answer, and the relationship is not significant to see what the relationship between Saudi and Australia. But at the end, when Marhaba program is coming, and I like the relationship between Saudi and Australia. And I make this lecture about Saudi and Australian relationship. This is the king of Saudi Arabia, our name Abdullah, and this is the Prime Minister of Australia, John Howard. And my lecture is considered about 5 things: the level of relationship, diplomatic, education, and economy, the big one, and tourism, and the last one is community. The 4th level is official or government relationship, but the last one is our relationship, student relationship living in Australia. This is Mr. Hassan Nasser. He is the ambassador of Saudi Arabia. We have Royal Embassy in Canberra, and as we say, have Royal Embassy in Riyadh, the capital of Saudi Arabia. Hassan Nasser is this is the paragraph of his about access and about legislation. He is interested to study about Arabic Republic since of Egypt 1975. This is one Mr. Ian Gates. He is the ambassador of Australia to Saudi Arabia, and this is about his qualification about a brief description about his life and about his family. The official relationship between Saudi and Australia is the big sign, the Prince of Riyadh, the Prince Salman bin Abdulaziz. He visited Canberra in 2001. He visited Canberra with the Ministry of Education, Higher Education, and he visited Canberra with the Economic Ministry. They want to set a relationship between Saudi and Australia, and they want to be increasing our strongness. We choose Australia for 3 reasons. The first one, we found Australian people. They are friendly and they are opening mind, and we found Australians have strong science of technology, and we want to export technology to Saudi Arabia. The other thing, Australians have a good farmer for sheep and for wheat. We needed this for our sufficient need. If you notice about this, that they about the custom is made from mixed between rice and meat. The meat, a lot of meat coming from Australia. Yes, because Australia they have a good condition environment for growing sheep, and we have for the month of Holy Ramadan and month of Hajj, we have to make sacrifice, and we want to use meat for this sacrifice for our God. second level of relationship between Saudi Arabia and Australia is education. Yes, before 2001, we don't have a lot of Saudi students coming to Australia. Yes, we have a few, because Australia is far away from Saudi Arabia, and we don't have experience. And Australian government, they didn't reduce themselves to Saudi Arabia as well as American and British they do. They just, we see in the media some sign or some news about a good university in Australia, and we don't have experience. For me, I choose Australia just by experience. I didn't realize there is any GIS in Australia, and just for Australia is far away from Saudi Arabia. It's 17 hours flight from Saudi Arabia to Australia. Oh, it's far away. I can't leave my country instead of British. If I go to London, just I need to take 6 hours. And I choose Australia because there is a big meeting in Jeddah and in Riyadh, in Dammam. There are a lot of open facilities, QT, some kind of facilities in Sydney, Melbourne. They're coming to Saudi Arabia and they introduce their self. We have the great technology, we have the great environment education, and we welcome you. You can practice your religion in Australia, you can do whatever you do, just be considerate about the people, we accept you. Good idea. We can change our life to Australia to gain experience. And another reason for Saudi students coming to Australia is our king, Abdullah, has a wish to change Saudi Arabia from oil country to technology. There is one yesterday asked my friend about what you are doing with the oil industry. I am a geography, and Saudi Arabia doesn't just have oil. They have gold, they have silver, they have desert. And we want to change all of them using biotechnology to product and change our life. But we can't change this just by money. We need some Saudi people, they study and get experience from high country, from high experience and high technology, and bring it to Saudi Arabia. This is why you choose Australia. I would like to show you some movie about our country, and this is the song is the most popular in Saudi Arabia. If anyone here hears the song, you will feel homesick. And then I will leave you with the movie, and if you have any questions, I will be happy to answer. So,
this is the loudest picture. Sorry for that.
Yeah, we're coming in both bubbles. Computer. Very strange things like that. Oh, it's so interesting.
Arab Muslims. All exactly in Saudi Arabia. They have these things to do with our neighbors. They want to be little safe. They want to respect everyone, and they just respect what are you doing. Just be careful about our country. This is your own business, and we come to our business in our country. We help you if you need help. We understand you what you need to understand, but it's another thing. If I give you something, please give me the another thing. This is February 10th, 2014. This is usually we have sport competition. This is the song of Saudi Arabia. February anyone has this song on this and our technology going to protect the state our country. Our babies have experience to work with technology. This is our transportation. We are going to use this train to connect all the Saudi cities. This is the Saudi Star. This is Sultan Sultan. This is our ship. The leader of Saudi Arabia allies against tourism. We want to deliver some message to the whole people around us. In Saudi Arabia, government, neighbors, they allies together. We want to be safe. We want to respect anyone. There's someone doing wrong. That country is all Saudi wrong. Some kind of picture coming from Syria, capital of Saudi Arabia. We want to show we have a modern thing. Our life is changing. We want to be developed. This is our mission, and this is our goal. We have invested in Saudi Arabia to protect chain for the Saudi company. have some roads, political among in and in there, but we want to be connected to each other. This is the prince of Sultan bin Salman. We see that he is the fifth one of the Quran. Last year, Saudi Arabia, they contracted Russia to set up five satellites around Saudi Arabia to change our communication for technology. This is the first foreign coming to become the prince in Saudi Arabia because he gives us a sign you can't do nothing physical around you, just be considering with a lot of exercise and a lot of studying, you can reach your goal. We use this as a lesson to all children. We bring this picture to all Saudi. We do this, one of our Saudi people do this one week, and all Saudi people, they can reach their goal. This is teaching us to set up our goal. We use this picture for all Saudi people. He gives a speech to the whole Arabic leaders and gives a Saudi message today about the issues around Saudi Arabia. They make clear message. We want to get in peace. We don't expect someone to come to Saudi Arabia and say to us, "Oh, you have to do this and you have to do this one." Just if you have some argument to us, just please, you can accept it. And this is the picture about the Saudi Arabia relationship between Saudi Arabia and a lot of countries. Yeah. This is the one region of the President of America. Each to the all Islamic countries. We have relationship with some countries, with Arabic countries, with Arabic Gulf countries, and the United States, and all the things all over the world. And Australia is an example for the clear relationship between Saudi Arabia and the world. Our king, the last meeting for Arabic countries in Saudi Arabia in Riyadh, we delivered a message, his message to Israel, to America, to everyone. We accept everyone to just be positive about our behavior, our religion, our thinking, and our belong. We accept you. If you want to live peace with us, it's good, but we have to make a contract, and you respect your side and we respect our side. Our king visited Lebanon 2005 because we want to eat with all brothers and set up for Saudi Arabia. This is our President. When he becomes ambassador in London, he gives a speech when someone asks him what the relationship between Saudi Arabia and Turkey, and he made clear message. This is just not belong to Saudi Arabia. All the country, all the Saudi countries, all the people in Saudi Arabia, all the government, agreement. And we want to see The another little relationship between Saudi Arabia and Australia is economic relationship. I have a sheet here. It's just part one. This is a formal sheet for economic relationship. Between Saudi Arabia and Australia and all the global world. This is in 2006. If you look at this side, Australian trade relationships with Saudi Arabia become 5.5 growth just for the last year, but other trade is just minus 0.6. Table of relationships with Arabia and other countries in 2005. United States 16.5, Japan 16.2, and Australia 2.5. Yes, it's slowly growing, but it's starting to grow. And the point of this table, the relationship between Saudi Arabia and Australia for 10, basic provinces in this 2 years. This is the movie about some attraction picture in Australia because the four letters which is the relationship between Saudi and Australia. Australia has a great environment, has a great weather, and Saudi Arabia wonderful summer. There is some communities in Saudi Arabia they don't love it at all, and they choose Australia because the weather is close to Saudi Arabia. And the environment, environment, there's all Saudi Arabia can live in gold coast, sunshine coast, and the price of traveling is cheaper than Europe. And this is just I search for sailing and gypsy. I can't give you a lot of information about the state because you are Australian. Just I would like to show you what the institute of Saudi Arabia the last one of relationship is community level. Now I describe about the government and the political difference between Saudi Arabia and Australia. Now I just moving on to the community level between Saudi and Australia. What I have to do, I will tell you my story. When I came to Australia, and I used two things as example to show you what the kind of relationship between Saudi Arabia and Australia as a community. I came to Australia in 2004. I clearly and I didn't speak English. I lost my way, found my home because my English and I did the taxi, the wrong taxi. It was at September, it was very cold. And just when I met the lady, she is old and she is okay, sorry about me when I lost my way. And I didn't speak English. She tried to teach me English every day. She takes me to the shop. She took me to the shop. She took me to the uni.
Excuse me, who was that? Who did you say that to?
Yes, the lady in new farm, the lady who contained new farm, the lady. And after 1 week, I moved to the homestay because I would like to learn English. They accept me not as a student, not as a man. They accept me as a human, as one, as a friend. They told me every day as a friend. And after 8 months, I can speak English and talk and continue about my story. This is picture for my children, for my friends in school, and for my community. We use all the community here as a friend. We practice our religion. We do whatever. If I respect you, don't afraid. And just the last slide because the time is here. Just the last slide because we start late. The last slide. Just the last slide. I don't like to speak about. I just need to read to you. This is our message when I choose this subject. The next talk is on Saturday 19th May, the Saudi Convergence Development at 11 o'clock and so 11 days they are taking on. And thank you. Thank you for listening.
Thank you very much, Khalid. Working under difficulties.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. My life.
That's all right.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. We all set? Yeah. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to our next event here as part of our Marhaba celebrations this month here at Garden City Library. Today we have Khalid with us as part of the Saudi Students Association of Queensland. He'll be presenting his talk on comprehensive Saudi Arabian development, and that will include a vast array of subjects. So it's a half-an-hour speech, and we're very happy to have him along, and as part of our Marhaba celebration. So without further ado, I'll hand over to Khalid, who will take it further.
Thank you very much. Thank you all for coming here. And also my grateful extends to the Saudi Association Club here in Brisbane for giving me this opportunity to be here and to give this speech about the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. This presentation will be about 10 minutes, then it will be followed by a documentary program about the comprehensive development in Saudi Arabia. All right, so my topic today is, as you can see here, is the comprehensive development in Saudi Arabia. The aspects that will be covered in this presentation will be the economical development, industrial development, social development, and health sector development. So these aspects will be covered in this speech or this presentation. Economical development. Setting plans to diversify the economy. As you know, Saudi Arabia is considered to be one of the most or biggest exporter of oil. However, Saudi Arabia government has its plans to diversify the national income, not to be dependent only on the oil, but to diversify the national income. According to the Ministry of Economy, these plans will be completed by the year of 2025. Foundation of the Supreme Economic Council. All right, this council is headed by King Abdullah, and it was founded in 1999. The aim of this council is to encourage the private sector is to diversify the economic income and to enhance the national income to cope efficiently with the international economic change. Establishing a solid ground for investment by encouraging the private sectors and the foreign investors to invest in Saudi Arabia. And that includes building a huge economic city. Now Saudi Arabia is building a very huge economic cities. These cities, as King Abdullah Economy City, will give the logistics support to the investors and businessmen. It has also some offices, seaports, and airports. One of them is King Abdullah Economy City, and the city will be finishing building it in the next few years. This is a picture of this city. It will be in the Red Sea, and it will have one of the biggest seaports in the Middle East. And there is another city which is Prince Abdullah Economy City. It will be in the north of Saudi Arabia. It also has logistics services for the businessmen and investors. Also it has very big airports, some offices. Jazan Economic City, another big seaport will be built in the next few years. It will also give and provide the logistics services for businessmen and investors. All right, industrial.
Just a moment, with the water,
Yep.
are you going to install desalination plants like we have here to produce the water for the area?
Pardon me?
Are you going to have a desalination plants like we have there to produce water, fresh water for the people, or how are you going to get around that problem of the water?
To produce what?
We already have.
Water. Actually, yes, we have
We already have desalination plants.
Yeah.
You already have it.
We have
many destinations for saline water.
We
Yeah.
depend on desalination water.
Yeah.
We don't have rivers. We don't have.
No.
Yeah, it was built 30 years ago.
Oh,
Yeah, a saline water destination
Yeah.
for making the seawater fresh.
yeah.
All right.
And so does all the energy that is
Yes.
needed to run those plants come from oil? Like all your where does your energy what does your energy sector depend on? Is it strictly oil?
Mainly oil, and those desalination water, they produce energy too.
Desalination plants produce energy.
Yeah, the water, the plant, yeah. But yeah, they produce.
They produce energy.
Yeah. The electricity.
Electricity,
You mean electricity or
Produce electricity.
electricity?
Yeah.
That's what you mean?
It has two roles, all right?
Like water
Mhm.
production and
It's water for your power plant. Do you use water for your power plant?
I don't know.
Yeah, you have to have a cooling sector in a power plant.
Mhm, mhm.
Like those plants produce water and electricity. I don't know how.
Okay.
Yeah, but they produce.
Yeah, our power stations have to have so much water pumped
Yeah,
into
yeah.
it to cool it down, to cooling.
Yeah.
But yeah, they use oil to run those.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
they
And
use
that-
oil to run those.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Industrial development. Large increase of the licensed factories, industrial cities, and the different industrial companies. These aspects will be covered in this field. As you can see, a huge increase of the number of factories. As you can see, the number here is roughly 1981. The number of factories was about 580 factories, and in the last statistics was in the year of 2003, and the number of the factories was 3,500 factories. This is a Dubai industrial city, one of the biggest industrial cities in the Middle East and North of Africa, and these cities produce and make hydrocarbon-based and energy industries. there is another city which is
Is that on the Red Sea as well?
Yeah. Dubai on the Gulf, yeah, Arabian Gulf, yeah, on the Arabian Gulf. Another city is on the Red Sea, which is Yanbu. Yeah, another industrial city, right? Produce also hydrocarbon, paste, and energy industries. Social development. The social development in Saudi Arabia, I will talk about the education, and I will talk about the social services.
Oh, just a minute, what about that hydrocarbon stuff? What is it used for?
Pardon me?
What's that hydrocarbon stuff used for?
Hydrocarbon energy. Yeah, mainly it's an energy product.
Oh, that's for all your
Yeah.
electricity and...
Yeah.
I get that.
Social development in Saudi Arabia, I will talk now about the education and the social services. Education. There are more than 24,000 schools, 20 universities, and 79 colleges. These universities includes many majors and colleges. And these colleges also have been built for special purposes. I mean by special purposes, there are colleges for technical sciences, there are colleges for the health sciences, all right? It will be it's separate from the universities, and it has its own rule to help the society to qualify the people to be professionals in the future. The organization.
Yeah, just a minute back
Yep.
to school. With primary school education, do you teach the children at primary school foreign languages?
Yep. Yeah, we mainly teach English as a foreign language. It starts from the first year of the intermediate school, when he is about 12 years old. All right, he started to get an English lessons from the intermediate school.
But that's grade 7.
Yeah, grade 7. Yeah. The organizations of social services. There are more than 215 organizations for social services. These organization services provide a health, quality, and standard life for disabled, orphans, and employed, those who are serving custodial sentences, and it gives its funds to the females who have no family. Health sector development. I will talk about the medical training, and I will talk about the large increase of the number of hospitals. Medical training, they are qualified, the Saudi students, to be doctors, to be nurses, to be technicians in the medical field in the future. There are about 16 colleges of medicine which graduate doctors. There are more than 9 pharmacy colleges that are graduate and qualify Saudi students to be a pharmacist in the future. There are more than 13 colleges of applied medical sciences that are mainly specialized in the to be a technician or to be a doctor assistant in the future. There are 4 nursing colleges. There are more than 14 colleges of health sciences. These mainly graduate people to be a lab technician, to be a dental assistant, to be pharmacist assistant, which are about 14 colleges in the kingdom. Hospital in Saudi Arabia. I will not talk more about hospitals, but I will tell you the number of hospitals by the year 2001. By the last estimation was about there were about 324 hospitals in the kingdom of Saudi Arabia. Some of them are general and some of them are special.
Excuse me.
Yep.
In size, how big is Saudi Arabia compared to Australia in size? Not the
In the size, the area.
If we are 2,700,000 kilometers square.
What's the population total?
Population 27 roughly.
27 million.
Yeah. 7 or 9 million are non-Saudis.
Yeah.
So that is 20 million.
Thank you. All right. This is the end of my presentation. Now I'll show you a documentary program about the development in Saudi Arabia.
Today, Tuesday, 28th of June 2005, after 60 hours from the time of the successful separation of the Egyptian Zionist twins Ana and Wala.
In 2005, the conjoined Egyptian twins Ana and Wala were successfully separated after 11.5 hours of surgery. The medical team was headed by Dr. Abdullah, Chief Executive Officer of the King Abdulaziz Medical City for National Bar in Riyadh. The surgery was performed on instructions from King Abdullah, who had sponsored several other such operations. The Saudi Red Crescent Society operates about 150 medical centers throughout the country, in addition to 4 mobile clinics and more than 500 ambulances and medical evacuation helicopters. It also cares provides for the millions of Muslim pilgrims during the annual Hajj. It responds to natural and man-made disasters abroad. In the last decade, they extended a helping hand in Somalia, Bosnia-Herzegovina, Kosovo, Chechnya, Iran, and Iraq, supplying tents and clothing, as well as medicine. Charitable and benevolent societies, like the centers run by the Saudi Benevolent Association for Handicapped Children and the Kasana Center for Senior Citizens, are but two of many such institutions throughout the country. By the end of the century, Saudi Arabia had a nationwide educational system providing free training from preschool through university to all citizens. Modern Saudi educational system provides quality instruction in diverse fields of modern and traditional arts and sciences. Open to every citizen, the system provides students with free education, books, and health services. There are also 180 special hospitals offering education to disabled boys and girls. The special education department operates schools for the blind, deaf, and the physically and mentally handicapped. Another objective was to establish undergraduate and postgraduate programs in most disciplines at Saudi universities and colleges. As a result, Saudi students can now obtain degrees in almost any field within the country, and only if necessary, pursue specializations abroad. The kingdom has a number of scientific chairs in some of the world universities, such as the University of California, Harvard University, the School of Oriental and African Studies at London University, and Moscow University. One institution that has been instrumental in the development of higher education in Saudi Arabia is the King Abdulaziz City for Science and Technology. Dedicated to research in various fields, including education, it helps formulate the national policy for the development of science and technology, conducts applied scientific research, and assists the private sector in research and development. One of the fastest developing countries in the world, Saudi Arabia is the most dynamic economic power in the Arab world and ranks 20th globally in the size of its economy. The Kingdom of Saudi Arabia continues to diversify its economy by offering more incentives to the private sector while maintaining the strength and stability of the Saudi currency. In a short span of time, the Kingdom has been transformed from a country which had been importing all its needs to a country which is now manufacturing many products and exporting a large portion of them. The agricultural sector in the kingdom is one of the most important economic productive sectors. The kingdom is self-sufficient in wheat, dates, vegetables, and many types of food, dairy products, eggs, poultry, fish, and shrimps, as well as exporting the surplus to the world markets. Saudi Arabia has undergone a remarkable transformation over the relatively short time span of some 7 decades. Where it once was obliged to import all of its manufactured products, Saudi Arabia now has a vast industrial base, and its factories supply a large portion of the needs of the country's domestic markets. Fishing villages on the Red Sea and the Arabian Gulf that were once a collection of huts have been transformed into a bustling center of industry, producing everything from vegetables to electronics and exporting them to over 90 countries. Our aim is that our income from oil will one day be surpassed by income derived from exports of manufactured goods, and natural gas and liquids accounted for the bulk of Saudi exports. Saudi Arabia is the 19th largest exporter and the 20th largest import market in the world. Exports now represent all economic sectors. Topping the list of exports to sub-90 countries are petrochemicals, plastics, metal goods, construction materials, and electrical appliances. This sustained growth in non-oil exports reflects the success of the government's economic reforms and trade policies. Investment opportunities are thriving in the kingdom, especially with the introduction of new investment law and the creation of SADIA by the government of Saudi Arabia in April 2000, when it announced the new foreign investment law. Saudi investments is actively working with the government and other agencies towards the Saudi development vision for the 21st century. SADIA, the Saudi Arabian General Investment Authority, is the gateway to investment in Saudi Arabia. Its mission is to create a fair business environment, provide comprehensive service to investors, and foster investment opportunities in energy, transportation, and knowledge-based industries. In 2004, a consortium led by United Arab Emirates development giant Etisalat established the Hadith Salat as a Saudi joint stock company with a capital of $1.33 billion. It won the kingdom's second mobile license in the country. The capital invested is 5 billion Saudi riyals, divided into 100 million shares, each with a nominal value of 50 Saudi riyals. The sacred mosque is located in Makkah Mukarramah, and the Holy Kaaba is situated in the middle. It is Islam's greatest mosque and the most ancient house built on earth for worshipping Allah alone. Also, the Islamic call was launched from Mecca. Approximately 40% of the water Muslims without charity as a form of worship. Recently, binds Muslims to each other. This idea has further elaboration in the Islamic concept of the kafir, or the responsibility of each Muslim for every other Muslim. Throughout its own development, the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia has been mindful of its responsibilities in the community of nations. Responding to natural disasters such as earthquakes or floods. Recently, in helping the victims of the tsunami in the Indian Ocean region and Hurricane Katrina in the U.S. The Islamic Development Bank, IDB, allocated $500 million for emergency relief to tsunami victims in Indonesia, India, the Maldives, Thailand, Sri Lanka, and Somalia. The Saudi public came up with more than 300 million Saudi riyals, the equivalent of $82 million, and a telethon organized by Saudi TV. Since the mid-70s, Saudi Arabia has been a leading donor in terms of ODA, Overseas Development Aid Volume, and ODA to GNP ratio at 4.2%. It is well above the highest among DAC countries. The DAC average is 0.35%. Saudi Arabia is united with displacing and highly concessional with a growth element of 96%. At the beginning of 1981, the Kingdom and the Arab Gulf nations established the Arab Gulf Program for the purpose of supporting the United Nations humanitarian and development organizations. With this program, the Kingdom has contributed about 78% of the program's resources. UNRWA was established by the United Nations following the Israeli occupation of Palestine and the expulsion of hundreds of thousands of Palestinians for the purpose of sponsoring Palestinian refugees' affairs and providing them with humanitarian as well as training and creating job social services opportunities for those who are capable of working. By the end of 2002, Saudi Arabia the Kingdom's commitment to sport has ensured not only the provision of a wide range of sporting facilities for the population to the point where the Kingdom's athletes can compete with distinction at the highest international level. In recent years, Saudi athletes have distinguished themselves in many sports. and to fintech. Modern shopping malls or traditional old markets are part of the kingdom's heritage and history. The kingdom also offers its visitors the opportunity to see parks or amusement centers. The Kingdom of Saudi Arabia is rich with archaeological and historical sites. This includes sites from periods such as prehistoric times, pre-Islamic period, the time of the prophets, and the Islamic period. There's also sites related to the history of the Saudi kingdom and other sites mentioned in Arabic poetry. Buildings all over the kingdom reflect the climate of the country, living style and lifestyle of each area, as well as customs and traditions, values, stories, and folklore. The Kingdom of Saudi Arabia holds a special place in the Muslim world. Every year, millions of Muslims travel to these places to perform Hajj and Umrah and to pay visit to the Prophet's Mosque to do Prophet Muhammad peace be upon him. The kingdom is full of natural wonders as varied as the land. You'll find islands along beautiful coastlines. You'll find mountains that soar 3,000 meters above sea level with unique and wonderful vegetation. This luster of painting is complete contrast to the harsh yet serene beauty of the seemingly endless desert, such as the Jebel Khali in Ethiopia, Desert, and the Nufus Desert. We can visit the capital of the first Saudi government, the city of Al-Qurayya, which is located 20 kilometers northwest of Riyadh, on the banks of the Hanifa Valley. Or Old Jeddah, where it is considered a cultural and touristic landmark because of its unique cultural and architectural heritage that reflect the original identity of the kingdom. So Madame Saleh, 22 kilometers northeast of Al-Awla in Medina province, famous because it is located on the old trade route that went the southern part of the Arabian Peninsula and Ash-Sham. The people of Hamid inhabited the area. Souk al-Zayd, the Zayd marketplace, lies in the center of Riyadh city. The Kingdom Mountains, or the Farsad Islands, reserve rich and seabird life. Souk Park is a beautiful park that is like a small forest because there are so many trees. It is only 20 kilometers from Souk center and is considered to be one of the best parks in Asir and the kingdom. You can visit Al-Wajid Shore. You can visit the shopping malls that carry the best local and international labels under one roof. These big malls also offer other services such as mosques,